Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Emma English Daily. I'm Emma, and we're so happy you're here today. Maybe you're relaxing at home, driving, having coffee, or practicing English with us.
Hi everyone, I'm Jack. If this is your first time here, welcome to our English family. We talk about everyday life, learn useful English together, and keep everything simple and fun.
Today, we're continuing our airport conversation. Many people feel nervous at airport security, but don't worry because we'll show you how to stay calm and speak with confidence.
That's right, you don't need perfect English. Just stay relaxed, smile politely, and follow the security officer's instructions. They simply want everyone to move safely and quickly.
Exactly. Even if you make a small mistake, it's completely okay. A friendly smile, good manners, and calm body language often help people understand you much better.
I already feel much more confident. So, after we finish the security check, what should we do next before getting on the airplane?
The next step is finding your boarding gate. That reminds me of a funny travel story. It happened to me at a very large airport, and I was completely confused.
Really? Now I'm curious. What happened? Did you lose your way or did someone help you before you missed your flight?
I walked over to an airport staff member and politely said, "Excuse me, could you help me find my gate? My boarding gate is B17, but I can't find it anywhere."
That was the perfect question to ask. What did the staff member say after you asked for help? I hope the directions were easy to understand.
She smiled kindly and said, "Go straight, then turn left at the escalator. Your gate is at the end of the corridor." Her instructions sounded very clear.
A corridor is simply a long hallway inside a building, right? We hear that word often in airports, hotels, schools, and even hospitals.
That's exactly right. But here's the funny part. I was so tired that I turned right instead of left. And of course, I got lost again.
Oh no! That can happen to anyone after a long trip. Sometimes we're so tired that we understand the directions but still walk the wrong way. The good news is that airport staff are usually very friendly, so never be afraid to ask again. One simple question can save time, reduce stress, and help you catch your flight with confidence.
That's exactly right. I basically walked to another airport staff member and asked the same question again. There was no reason to feel embarrassed because asking for help is always better than getting more lost.
That's excellent advice. If you can't find your gate, just ask again. Airport staff are there to help, and the simple question, "Excuse me, can you help me?" works almost every time.
Exactly. After you find your gate, you usually sit down and wait until it's time to board the plane. Before boarding, you'll hear announcements over the airport speakers.
Those announcements can sound very fast. Don't try to understand every word. Just listen carefully for important words like boarding, final call, and your flight number.
That's right. If you hear "final call for flight TG302, don't wait any longer. It means the gate is about to close, so you should go there immediately.
When you arrive at the gate, the staff member will usually say, "May I see your boarding pass, please?" You can simply show the paper or your phone and smile politely.
Yes, it's very easy. After that, you walk onto the plane. A flight attendant may say, "Please put your bag in the overhead compartment," which is the storage space above your seat.
If your bag is heavy, don't worry. Just smile and say, "Excuse me, could you help me with my bag?" The cabin crew are usually friendly and happy to help.
During the flight, you can ask for anything politely. For example, "Could I have some water, please?" Or "Could I get a blanket, please?" Adding "please" always sounds kind.
And if you don't understand what the flight attendant says, don't feel nervous. Just smile and say, "I'm sorry, could you repeat that, please?" It's a very useful sentence everywhere.
I really like that phrase because you can use it at security, at the boarding gate, on the plane, or almost anywhere you need someone to say something again.
Exactly. Learning a few useful English phrases is much better than trying to memorize hundreds of difficult sentences because they work in many different situations.
Now, let's talk about flight delays. If your flight is delayed, it simply means the plane will leave later than the original departure time, so you'll have to wait a little longer.
In that situation, you can go to the airline desk and politely ask, "Excuse me, my flight is delayed. Could you tell me the new departure time, please?" If your flight is canceled, it means the trip will not happen at all. Stay calm and ask, "My flight was canceled. What are my options?" The airline staff will explain the next steps.
That's a great question to ask. It sounds calm and confident, and the airline staff will usually offer you a new flight or a refund, which simply means you get your money back.
Exactly. Now, let's have a little imagination game. Imagine you have just landed at a big international airport and everything around you is new. What should you do first?
First, don't panic. Look around for the airport signs because they are usually written in English. Follow signs that say arrivals, baggage claim, or immigration to find the right place.
That's easy enough. Immigration is the place where an officer checks your passport and asks a few simple questions before you enter the country, right?
Exactly. The officer may ask, "What is the purpose of your visit?" They simply want to know why you came. So you can answer, "I'm here for tourism, business, or to visit my family."
They may also ask, "How long will you be staying?" You can answer with a simple sentence like, "I'll be staying for 5 days," or whatever matches your travel plan.
See? Those questions are actually very simple. After immigration, you follow the signs to the baggage claim area, where you wait for your suitcase to come around on the baggage belt.
But how do I know which baggage belt to use? Airports can be huge, and there are so many different belts and flights.
Just look at the information screens. They show your flight number and the correct belt number. Then you simply wait until your suitcase appears and collect it.
But what if my suitcase never arrives? I think I would become very nervous if everyone else found their bags and mine was missing.
That actually happened to me once. I landed in Singapore, but somehow my suitcase was sent to Hong Kong instead. It was a surprising travel experience.
No way! What did you do after you realized your bag was missing? I think I would have started worrying immediately.
I stayed calm and went to the airline's lost baggage counter. I said, "I can't find my bag. Here is my baggage tag." And the staff started looking for it right away.
The baggage tag is the small sticker they attach to your suitcase when you check in, right? That's why it's important to keep it until the end of your trip.
Exactly. They found my suitcase 2 days later, and I just bought a few basic things while I waited. Sometimes staying calm is the best solution when travel doesn't go as planned.
Honestly, the most important thing is learning the right English phrases. When you know what to say, you feel much calmer, more confident, and ready to handle almost any airport situation.
I completely agree. Let's do a quick review so everyone can remember the most useful expressions we learned today and feel ready to use them on their next trip.
At the check-in counter, you can say, "Here is my passport. I have one bag to check." And, "Could I have a window seat, please?" These simple sentences are very useful.
At airport security, you can politely ask, "Sorry, could you repeat that please?" Or, "Should I put this in the tray?" Speaking politely always makes a conversation easier.
When you're looking for your boarding gate, simply ask, "Excuse me, could you help me find gate B17? Don't be shy because airport staff are always happy to help.
After you get on the plane, you can say, "Excuse me, could I get a blanket please?" Or, "Could you repeat that please?" These phrases are useful during every flight.
If your flight is delayed, stay calm and ask, "My flight is delayed. What are my options?" The airline staff will explain what you should do next.
At immigration, you can answer simple questions by saying, "I'm here for tourism," and "I'll be staying for 7 days." Short, clear answers are usually the best choice.
See, you don't need hundreds of difficult sentences. Just a few useful phrases can help you travel more comfortably and communicate with confidence wherever you go.
That's exactly what we want for you. We hope you can walk into any airport in the world feeling relaxed, confident, and ready to speak English naturally.
That's right. We love learning English with you every single day here on EMA English Daily. Before we finish today's lesson, we have a fun question that we'd really like you to answer.
Have you ever had a funny, confusing, exciting, or stressful experience at an airport? We'd love to hear your story, so please tell us what happened in the comments below.
We enjoy reading every comment because your stories are interesting and inspiring. So don't be shy. Your experience might even help another English learner feel more confident.
If today's lesson helped you feel more comfortable using English at the airport, please share this episode with a friend or family member who loves traveling around the world.
Don't forget to subscribe to EMA English Daily and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new lesson filled with useful English for everyday life.
We upload a fresh lesson every day because we want to help you improve your English step by step with simple conversations, useful vocabulary, and real-life situations.
Keep practicing a little every day, even if it's only for a few minutes. Small daily practice builds strong habits, and those habits lead to confident English speaking.
Thank you so much for spending your time with us today. We truly appreciate your support, and we're excited to continue this English journey together with all of you.
Take care of yourself, keep believing in your progress, and remember that every new word, every sentence, and every conversation brings you one step closer to fluency.
Thanks again for watching EMA English Daily. Have a wonderful day, keep smiling, keep speaking English, and we'll see you tomorrow for another fun lesson.